Western New York and Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
And now, your five-time defending AFC East champion, Buffalo Bills.
Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And certainly deserving of that MVP award. Just a year ago, 28 touchdown passes, but it was just 6 interceptions, and that's really where the improvement has come. We've all seen the size, the speed, the big arm, Mike, since he's come into the league. But now that the negative plays are going down, really the next step for him, really the only thing left on that resume is to go out and try to get that Lombardi trophy. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Raiders kick is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Matt Prater
3
set
points
to kick
on
off.
that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Benet Wanwu now to return. Now an opening has the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback with his college ball at Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
He's the type of athlete that can just create so many problems for the defense whenever he's in the game. His dual threat ability not only forces you to be disciplined at all 3 levels, but you have to make up your mind which aspect of his game you feel hurts you the most. It wouldn't shock me a bit if he has an impressive performance here today and leads his team to victory.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 17 yards on that play. And the Jets have a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
2nd down, they need 7. Now, Taylor looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll take this one in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bills 3.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Allen to his tight end Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
16 more yards.
He called his own number, and it worked. 16 on the gain and a first down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen gonna throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are on top. It's now 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10, Jets 7.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. Ooh. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards. Touchdown, New York.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are on top. It's 14-10.
Jets 14, Bills 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
He'll run the draw with Cook. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. It's slashed into the hands of Shakir. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Bills
14 on the pickup. First down, Buffalo.
18-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Hook. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen, touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Jets 14.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense and Adonai Mitchell set to take over once again. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Here's Taylor. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Taylor. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jets, 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
To throw is Taylor. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and long. Taylor looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. They'll look to set up the screen here. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on 2nd down here. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. First and 10, and it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Cook. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Jets, 14.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Taylor. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tyler Johnson. Touchdown, New York.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
21.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll throw on first down with Allen. His pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Bills,
they get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Moving the tight end right. On the handoff, this is Cook. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
38-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Allen goes with a pop pass. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
The line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Throwing now, Allen. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th
A loss
and
of
goal.
4 yards.
So often
Brings up
down here in these
4th
goal-to-go
and goal.
situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
21.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39
The Jets offense and Tyrod Taylor getting ready for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Jets, first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run. And
he'll get into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter.
Bills, 27.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
43-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
One more time going up top with Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing again is Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's 1st and 10. He takes off. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. That's Palmer, the man in motion. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. To throw is Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will open up a 6-point lead.
The score, Bills 34, Jets 28.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll start out first down and 10. Taylor looking to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's Taylor. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Joey Bosa in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He'll go again with Hall. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
It's 3rd and 4. To throw is Taylor. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 12 yards on that pass, and the Jets have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Taylor. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open is the tight end Rucker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down by Michael Clemens. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the
Anytime you're facing a
47-yard line.
zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming
He was
out.
brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen gonna throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
On the play.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The tackle by Brandon
You know, Mike,
Stevens.
early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Allen now on 2nd down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Raider now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They give to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing, Taylor. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They will run it over center with Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Jets have a 1st down.
First down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now, Taylor is caught over the middle by Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
17 yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, New York.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration, and bring them down for a loss.
Back to throw is Taylor. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one caught by Mechie. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. Blitz coming, he'll throw it.
The pass. Terrell Bernard on the stop. A loss of 10 brings up third and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's in! Tyrod Taylor. Touchdown, Jets. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Folk now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
Bills 37.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and a yard. Allen. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
36-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Hook. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one, taken in. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Buffalo. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense and Tyrod Taylor getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Second and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
On the stop. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Taylor looking to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
To throw is Taylor. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's to the right side, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to have a Bills first down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
That's good for a Bills first down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This pass right side, taken in by Cooks. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
One more time going up top with Allen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
17-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Davis. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ray, Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Taylor. He completes this one to Mechie. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to Hall. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Back to throw is Taylor. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. First and 10, and it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, You have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Kincaid once again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Allen will give this to Davis. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So the defense finds themselves in a tight spot. They have very little room for error at this point in the game, Mike, so they have to continue to get off the field, no more points, and that sack's going to go a long way towards doing it.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jets offense and Adonai Mitchell set to take over once again. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Taylor. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, Taylor. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Joey Bosa gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep. Left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Buffalo.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills tack on one more to their lead.
The score, Bills 57, Jets 38.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
Taylor loses the football. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Davis. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Allen now on 2nd down. That is brought in at the 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Good for a Bills. 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
A run on 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are able to extend the lead.
Bills 64, Jets 38.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. Taylor looking to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.